Hi guys, good afternoon, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing my reaction to the big announcement that came about a couple of days ago. Yes, we finally have confirmation, no longer a rumor. Joe, and I'm really sorry if I butcher his name, and I'm going to say it as best I can, Joe Manganiello has been officially cast to play Deathstroke in the upcoming solo Ben Affleck Batman film. It's exciting. And of course, this news came about just a week or a few weeks after Ben Affleck himself tweeted via Instagram and other social media outlets test footage. It looks like test footage of somebody wearing the Deathstroke costume, probably a stuntman or somebody like that. But it looks like it was from either the set of the Justice League or it was test footage for the solo Batman film. Now, we have no release date for the Batman film. All we do know about it is going to be written, directed by, and starring Ben Affleck, which is amazing because he was an incredible Batman, and I can't wait to see him in future DC films. He did a great job in Suicide Squad 2. So when this footage was released, of course, the internet kind of exploded like, Deathstroke, is he going to be in Justice League? Is he going to be in the Batman movie? And now we know who's playing in him, of course, and where he'll definitely appear. And I say definitely because the breaking story revealed that actor Joe Manganiello is going to be playing Deathstroke in the upcoming solo Batman film, which won't be out for at least another 2.5 years or so. Last rumor I read was in 2018, so we'll see if they stick to that date, obviously. Excuse me. So that's exciting. Now, regarding... Excuse me. Regarding the test footage, or the Deathstroke footage that was released by Ben Affleck, looking at the footage closely, it looks like the set of what I am assuming is Justice League, since that's one of the films Mr. Affleck is currently filming at the moment in London. Maybe Deathstroke will make a cameo or a brief appearance in the film. Maybe we'll see Batman fighting him hand to hand right before Batman's called away by Commissioner Gordon or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe we'll see Deathstroke appear at the end of the movie teasing the solo Batman film. I have no idea. But what we do know is that he'll definitely be the main villain in the solo Batman film. Whether or not he'll appear in Justice League remains to be seen. I think the probability is fairly high considering that the footage that Ben Affleck released seems to have been from the Justice League set, assumably. But of course, it could have been test footage, even though it seems awfully early. It could have been test footage for the solo Batman film. I don't know. It seems more likely that Deathstroke could appear and have a minor role or presence in Justice League. But even if he doesn't, we can all rest assured that he is definitely coming, and he will be hitting the screen with Mr. Affleck as soon as the solo Batfleck film hits theaters. Stay subscribed and tuned to this channel for more coverage and news on that story as we continue to learn more and more about it. So that is very, very exciting to have this newest addition to the DC Universe, actor Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke. That is awesome, and I cannot wait to see how he'll pull it off. I was looking at his film resume, and what I realized is, quite frankly, I've only seen him in like 2 or 3 movies, and two of those movies was Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, where he played Flash Thompson. I'm like, oh, that guy. Okay, well, he's a big, physically imposing presence, and he seems like he's got the beard and the hair for it when Deathstroke is unmasked, of course. I've been binge-watching Arrow recently, and I loved that version of Deathstroke. So we'll see how Mr. Manganiello does, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job. He seems like a fairly talented actor. Because I've seen him in a few movies, but I was looking at his resume, and he's done a lot of cool stuff. So congratulations, Mr. Manganiello. That's amazing. And maybe we'll see you in Justice League, but we'll definitely see you in the solo Batman film. Moving on to other DC-related news, J.K. Simmons recently revealed in an interview that he has finished filming his part for Justice League. Not surprisingly, he confirmed Commissioner Gordon will have a small, minor role in the film. Obviously, I think his presence will be much, much bigger in the solo Batman film if he appears in it, which he most likely will, as one of the Dark Knight's longest-running allies. But he'll have a brief presence and a role in Justice League. There's even a rumor or speculation of him meeting, obviously not just with Batman, but other members of the Justice League on the rooftop of the Gotham City police station right next to the Bat Signal. That's pretty exciting. That's just a rumor. Don't quote me on that, but it's just a speculation on a scene in the movie. So he confirmed that he's finished filming his part for the film. I believe they're still filming in London as we speak. And I read the report months and months ago. I believe the shooting schedule for this movie was from April to September of this year. So maybe production will wrap up before the end of this month or by the end of this month. Who can say? But I'm sure they'll announce it either way once production has officially wrapped up and finished for Justice League. But J.K. Simmons is done, so at least we know all of the Commissioner Gordon scenes have been taken care of. Obviously, he couldn't reveal a whole lot in the interview, but he does confirm that he shares most of his scenes with Batman, of course. But it'll also be exciting to see him with other DC superheroes as well, so that's good to know. Also, a lot of people, because of the mixed reaction to Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers and DC are being very, very careful. They kind of have to be at this point regarding the future of their film universe. Obviously, we got a very, very different tone from just the Justice League trailer we saw at Comic-Con. And, a lot of more people seem way more hopeful and optimistic about this one. I think I personally am as well, because based on what we've seen in the trailer, it seems like Zack Snyder, Jeff Johns, everybody at Warner Brothers and DC, especially the executives who are, allegedly getting in the way, I think this time I hope that they are really listening to what the fans have to say, and they are really going to try their best not to muck it up for a third time with Wonder Woman or with Justice League. And it sounds like Justice League will have a friendlier, more lighthearted tone, obviously, than Batman v Superman, which had a much darker, grittier tone. Obviously, it kind of had to have one because it was a movie about two guys trying to kill each other, or one guy trying to kill a god. But, I think bottom line, they've really listened to the fans. At least I hope they have. I really hope they have. But you know what? I'm sure I'm still going to love the movie. I usually do. I mean, I really liked Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. I understand they weren't perfect. I'm not denying that, but they're still enjoyable to watch. And I hope you guys feel the same way. And let's hope that Justice League is the best one of them all so far. But I've got high hopes for it. I mean, I'm going to keep my expectations reasonably balanced and not ultimate super high or super low, but I'm excited with everything we've seen and heard about this movie. I'm very, very excited. Also, in the world of comic book movies, moving on to Marvel, we have our first official set image from the upcoming film Avengers: Infinity War, which features the Russo brothers directing actor Josh Brolin, who plays Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's sitting down on some set piece, and they're directing him in his motion capture suit. Obviously, they're getting ready for the film to begin production. I believe, if I read correctly, that production for Infinity War is supposed to begin at the end of this year. But obviously, rehearsals have already started. Not necessarily filming has begun, but rehearsals have started with at least Josh Brolin. And it's just really exciting to see the Russo brothers directing him in the behind-the-scenes pic of him wearing the motion capture suit for Thanos. So that's very exciting. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on the EdWord for this movie news video. I hope you're just as excited about all of this stuff as much as I am. If you want to continue to follow all of these continuing breaking stories, don't forget to stay subscribed to this channel and check out my Facebook page in the description down below. I think you'll like what you see. Most of the time when breaking stories like that first happen, I try to post them on my page as fast as possible. And also, don't forget that I'm back on track with my regular shows as we continue to follow series such as Fear the Walking Dead and The Strain. I'll be doing my episode reviews on a regular basis now that I am back in town. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great rest of the weekend if I don't see you again. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.